But what are some of the things that, we talked about all the great things about being here in the UAE. What are some of the things you would have done over?
I would have done over.
Yeah.
Let me see. What I kind of don't like saying I have regrets because that's what makes you who you are.
But this is a learning experience. You talk about learning
experiences. I think probably just myself, just grow up faster. I think because I kind of use this experience. I mean, this experience to me, it was like a second college experience. Because I came here at 30, and it's like everyone here is kind of that 25 to 35, 40 age range. And it's either you come here married as a couple coming together, with kids, or you come single.
Super single.
Age range. Yeah.
Super single.
Or you come by yourself. You cannot be single, but come by yourself. And it's just, you have more disposable income for those that are fortunate. And it's just everybody just having fun. Because think about it. Most people come here by themselves, no family attachment. So it's not after work, let me see my mother, let me see my father, let me see my grandmother. Let me help my brother out with his kids. It's after work, workout. It's nothing else to do. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
So that was like my second college experience. So I wish I kind of would have, been more mature to handle that experience.
Did you save any money in the first couple of years you were here?
I did. I actually, and this was one of the benefits of working here. I was able to save up relatively quickly. And then I purchased a condo in Austin.
Damn. All right, man.
And why Austin? I'm from New York City, but that was one of the decisions in coming here. It was between Austin or Abu Dhabi.
Could you imagine your life like in Austin right now?
Man.
Down on 6th Street, you know what I mean?
Different.
You probably would have been running the town by now. You got a little bit of reputation out here in the UAE,
man. I was married when I came here, married, divorced, now I'm single.
We'll get into that in another episode. We'll get into that.
We're going to have a dating episode.
We're going to have a dating episode, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. But I would have been a different Mike.
That's for sure. We would have never met.
Yeah, probably.
We would have never met.
So,
man, for me, I think the one thing I would have done differently, because when I was in London, I had the benefit of having a core group of friends there. So I never had to make friends with people at work. I never had to make friends outside of that like comfort zone I already had. So London to me was like an expat light experience, as opposed to when I got here, I knew nobody.
Yeah.
I knew people. I knew a couple people from around the way in London. Nobody would say that was my best friends. I mean, of course they would say, they're my boys or whatever, but they're not somebody I'm hanging out with or talking to every day, right? Yeah. So when I call you my boy, it's sort of like when we're talking every day, right? Like you're someone who I talk to every day. I can find some information in. So when I got here, I realized how that people's friends tend to be their work friends. And coming from New York, that's a totally different experience, right? In New York, you got your work friends who maybe every once in a while you got one who's cool, who you'll hang out with.
Exactly.
1 or 2. But generally speaking, you're not hanging out with your work friends. You see them when you clock in on Friday or whatever day you clock out. You're not seeing them to the next time you clock in. Here, I realized like, wow, like, okay, everyone's hanging out. I go to my first brunch, they invite me somebody from work. It's everyone from work.
Yeah.
And look, personally, I feel like I'm still working when I'm at work.
Yeah.
Right? I still feel like I'm working when I'm around my work colleagues. Because, I tend to be the only POC or one of the only few POCs. Like I don't want to. I don't want to say certain things that they may not understand. I don't want to have to do the whole explanation. Things of that nature. So I started to decline a lot of those invites to the point where I was totally almost like left to the side, right? Yeah. And you can't do that because here it's sort of like a who knows who kind of situation, right? And I kind of like put myself into a box by doing that. Yeah. And it's not saying that I don't like those people or, wouldn't see myself hanging out with them. But, when you work so hard during the week, I just kept my New York mentality. So that's something I would have done differently, something that I am changing now. Yeah. To sort of like network with different just types of people from different backgrounds, because you can learn something from them and you can also have fun with them too.
Yeah.
So in a lot of ways, man, it's sort of, that's one of the things I would have changed. And yeah, for the first 2 years when I was in London, I saved no money.